Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19 cousins. Oh man, so absolutely exhausted. Just an exhausting day from a sports standpoint. Last night we had huge fever win in Dallas. I had my Phillies come back from a 2-0 deficit against division rival second place Atlanta Braves to win 3-2 in extra innings. And they've been stinking up the joint since the All-Star game. So it was a huge series win for them, taking 3 of 4 against Atlanta, get that lead back up to, I believe, 7 games at this point. Now, let's dig in to some new ratings numbers for you that are absolutely insane. And as we know, it is not just TV ratings. Caitlin Clark fans travel. They are everywhere, including Dallas. So I want to play you a clip from Satu Sabali. I'm allowed to say it like that. I'm half German, so I can say it however I would like. But she had some things to say about the Fever fans in Dallas. So let's check this out. It's about 35 seconds long. It's pretty interesting.
That too, when I was driving to the game today. Obviously, it's annoying because there were way too many Caitlin fans in our area. But it just kudos because it's amazing to see so many people in women's basketball jerseys. It's amazing to see the excitement and the joy that comes out of that. So although I feel like our Dallas fans could have done better, I had mixed feelings obviously seeing all the Caitlin jerseys in our home, but it's an amazing sign for women's basketball, and it's just great how far we've come, and it's just fun. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing.
That, my friends, is how you do it. WNBA players, did you listen to this? This should be played. This should be mandatory for all WNBA players. Think back throughout the season, the different videos I've done on how a lot of players have handled questions about Caitlin Clark or the fans or anything revolving around Caitlin Clark. One I didn't even talk about at the time was the Seattle Storm game when the Fever finally beat the Storm. We know how that all went at the end of the game. And then after the game, Jewel Lloyd was asked about Caitlin Clark and refused to talk about her. Yet we all know that every single time Caitlin Clark is asked about another player in the league, she is nothing but complimentary. This by Satu was absolutely perfect. I love the little bit of, hey, I'm upset because too many of her fans are in my place. I wish our fans could have turned it, but it was done in a great way. It was a little tongue in cheek. She was laughing about it, a little sarcasm there. I thought she handled that beautifully. I mean, right there is how you handle questions with regards to what the WNBA is going through with Caitlin Clark. And to that point, folks, this to the point, this is in Chicago. This right here, right? This is when she came out. They're up 27. There's 3:52 to go. All the starters on both teams cleared out except Angel Reese, so she could go get her fake double-double. But this is Caitlin Clark coming out of the game on the road against a rival.
Season and in enemy territory gets this kind of salute as she exits the game.
That's just cold, people. She's cold blooded. But that also, I mean, we saw that in Minnesota, right? Like, there are fans everywhere. Every game she plays is a home game. So let's check out some really cool things with recent ratings. I said she's smashing them everywhere. This is absolutely crazy. More viewership milestones for Caitlin Clark. Check this out right here. The subhead, Indiana, Atlanta. Indiana? You know what I meant. Indiana, Atlanta. Topped all but one game on NBA TV last season. All but one. And I think that's including playoffs. I thought I saw that when I was looking at this. Let's check this out. Monday's Fever Dream WNBA regular season game averaged a .33 rating and 617,000 viewers on NBA TV. Now, I know you're thinking, well, what are about the million plus games? Folks, this was on NBA TV. Okay? It's the most watched WNBA game ever on the network, surpassing a record that was set just 2 nights earlier by, surprise, the Indiana Fever and the Lynx, which was 569,000. It peaked at 847,000. By the way, a Cavaliers-Warriors game last November drew 645. That's the only NBA game on NBA TV this past season, regular season and playoffs, that outdrew this Indiana Fever Atlanta Dream game. Absolutely insane. On Wednesday, the Sun Fever averaged 580,000, which was the second largest WNBA audience on the network, and overall the 3 largest WNBA audiences ever on NBA TV have all come in the past week for games involving Clark and the Fever. Think about that. It's only growing, folks. More and more people are paying attention to Caitlin Clark. She is a global superstar. Now check this out. NBA TV has set new viewership records 6 different times this year alone, all involving Clark and the Fever. Now, this WNBA viewership records by networks this season. So it includes multiples at the same place because it was setting new records. For example, on 525, the 525, listen to me carefully here. This is the only, and this is not the record because I'm pointing out this was beaten 3 more times this. Oh no, I'm sorry, I was looking at Ian, but this was beaten. This is not the record. It was beaten later. It was crushed later, but this is the only game right here. 525, Liberty Lynx. It was the only game that did not involve the Fever, but it was a game that was led in by the Fever Aces on a different channel. This Liberty Lynx on 525 set the CBS record at the time with 704,000. Of course, later crushed on CBS by the Sky Fever game that did 2.25 million. Every single game on here on repeated records, right? Here's NBA TV, record set by Fever Aces, broken later by Sparks Fever, broken by Fever Liberty, broken by Fever Mystics, broken by Fever Lynx, broken by Fever Dream. Ion, Fever Sparks set the record, broken by Fever Mystic, Fever Dream, Mercury Fever, and on and on. ESPN record, Fever Sky, which broke the record by the Fever Sparks. Oh man, ABC, Fever Liberty, broken only by the All-Star game, which, as we know, had Caitlin Clark. And by the way, to give you a idea, those numbers on NBA TV, which this one did the 617,000 and multiple numbers over that, prior to the season, the record on NBA TV for WNBA was 210,000 back in 2014. And again, yes, there is how should I put it, an expansion of attendance and ratings overall because of Caitlin Clark. The Caitlin Clark effect is spreading out. However, let's be clear, it's Caitlin Clark. As we can see right here, other WNBA games on NBA TV this same week, in which the 3 highest NBA TV games ever in the WNBA, all Caitlin Clark, 3 of them this week. The game after Fever Dream, Monday's Liberty Mercury nightcap, 166,000. On Sunday, the Sparks and the Wings drew 64,000. It'll be interesting to see what the Wings Fever game got. I also don't have the Fever Sky game from Friday either. But as you can see, these numbers are absolutely insane. Caitlin Clark keeps setting records. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. She is not Steph Curry. She is not LeBron James. She is not Larry Bird. She is Michael Jordan, folks. And I'm not just talking about her play. I'm talking about everything. If you want to look at not basketball, she is Tiger Woods. She is a disruptor. She is a game changer on and off the court. She is the one. She is a global superstar who will become the first female athlete billionaire. Do you hear what I am saying? The first female athlete billionaire is going to be Caitlin Clark. These numbers are ridiculous. Again, keep this in mind. The Liberty Mercury were after the Fever Dream, which went from 617,000 to 166. Then on Sunday, the Sparks and Wings only drew 64,000. 1/10. We go back 1/10 of what the Fever Dream got on NBA TV. Absolutely insane numbers from Caitlin Clark. One last look at this, as you can see, just keeps setting records. 1, 2, 3, 4 times on Ion, 6 times on NBA TV, a couple times on ESPN, broke the record on CBS, ESPN2, ABC. Absolutely insane. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about these absolutely insane numbers. Are they going to continue to grow? Are we going to see enough with the rest of the league? Do you think they're going to start learning and be able to answer questions the way Satu just answered that question, which I actually thought was phenomenal? All credit to her. By the way, she balled out as well. Arike is getting a lot of the attention, but Sabu had 25 points in that game as well. She played really, really well. The Dallas Wings have an outside chance at grabbing that last playoff spot. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for checking out this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and I will talk to you later.